The free speech fight at UC Berkeley is ramping up. Now the Department of Justice backing the conservative student groups who sued the university last year, claiming the school unfairly hampered their ability to arrange for conservatives to speak on campus. Joining me now, Cabot Phillips, media director for campusreform.org. This must thrill you to have the Department of Justice step in and support these efforts. Absolutely.
This is going to set a new precedent moving forward, that free speech is something that is being stood up for at a government level now with the Department of Justice. For 8 years at the Leadership Institute's Campus Forum, we've been fighting for this, covering the institutional bias that goes on against conservative students. And finally, there's a Justice Department standing for justice on campus for an issue that every American should be able to agree with. It's not partisan to want to defend free speech and free expression on campuses. Berkeley has been put on notice, and kudos to these students, Troy Warden, the other conservative students on campus that are saying, no, this is not fair what's happening. They're standing up and fighting back, and that's what it's going to take around the country.
So these conservative groups were alleging that this school, its administrators and the campus, were unfairly hampering their ability to book right-leaning speakers like Ann Coulter, for example, and ultimately led to these events being canceled in some cases or even modified or changed. So do you think this is going to enact bigger change on college campuses?
I think colleges realize, first off, this is very bad press for Berkeley to see the Justice Department weighing in against them. Colleges realize people are waking up to what's going on. What they do is they place barriers against conservative student groups. They won't give them the funding they give to other groups, or they'll pull the rug out from under them right before an event. They'll say, you're a conservative speaker. They're just a little too controversial. There could be a threat of violence. They can't come to campus anymore. So it's hard to bring other ideas to campus. And it's not just Berkeley. We've seen this happen in Middlebury, Evergreen, NYU, Columbia. Not just students who risk being socially ostracized. They risk violence being committed against them, all sorts of things just for expressing their political.
I want to get your reaction to this. Associate Attorney General Rachel Brand wrote a piece on Fox News Opinion site, and she says, quote, the problem is not limited to a few colleges barring radical speakers to avoid a riot. Universities large and small, public and private, are restricting students and professors' speech or enabling others to silence speech with which they disagree. At the root of the problem.
That's what they do, is they label things radical. And all it is conservative ideas, but what they do is they say, this is crazy, it's Nazis, it's radical ideas, and they label everything conservative as radical, and then they're able to keep it off campus.
Well, a huge change to have the DOJ step in. Cabot Phillips, good to get you on here right in reaction to that. All right, Bill?